Hello everyone and welcome back to Venus Now TV and VenusNow.com, and we are back with more Scallywags. I want to apologize, the audio level of my microphone was really down in the last video, so I know it's probably going to sound pretty bad. The whole audio level, excuse me, we're still trying to figure out. But I think I've got it to a good area where you can kind of hear the music and you can kind of hear what I'm saying, which is more important. However, you're not really missing much with the music, so don't worry about it. But let me turn it up just a little bit because I don't want to be too low. Where are the preferences? There we go. If only with the basic RenP UI, then I could get that square. Oh well, gotta work with what we got. Anyway, back to this nonsense. Let's see where it goes. I'm guessing we're going into some backstory now so we can finally explain why a bunch of kids or well, at least, here's my theory for those of you who are just jumping in now. My theory is that these are all a bunch of little girls playing pretend. We know that they're kids, so probably going to get into a bunch of backstory about their adventures and how they figure they got all that treasure. So let's get into it. Did I say something stupid? Sorry, but I'm afraid agreeing with you would only prove her point. What's important first... well, nice transition there, that she's wearing the crown. What's important first, mate, is if ye agreed that I deserve the biggest share... of the treasure, excuse me. Which I do, by the way. Take that crown off your head before I lob Swabby Summer's spirit between your eyeballs. Swabby hugs her drink defensively. Captain, I request you take the crown off your head. Ha, that's first mate speak for no, you don't deserve a penny, you filthy feather duster. Is that really what you meant, first mate? Oh crap, let me go back because I didn't read that. I called Captain a feather duster? I apologize right now. Sorry, Captain. I hope we get past this stage if my character is agreeing with everybody. That would be nice. Wait, what? Yeah, that's a nice transition, and someone shows a little technical resiliency here. Captain suddenly removes the crown, places it carefully back onto the pile. Carefully, she says. She picks up her hat, blah blah blah. Yeah, it could be a dark day when a crew turns on its own captain. I'll let ye be captain as long as you like, so long as I get what's mine. Why, what would ye want with such precious booty? I know. You squandered a lot of it like you always do. Lies everywhere. Have you forgotten the time I found you bowling with the cannonballs? Are you closet? Cannonballs be treasure in that thick wee head of yours. No, but me priceless ancient vases you used as skittles were. I got a strike in case any of ye be wondering. I know. How was I to know of their worth? They look so old and battered. How would ye like to look old and battered? Bring it on, ye blood-sucking bat. Always the same with these two. Can't we be sensible about this? No, she's stealing me booty. Too easy not going there. You think you deserve the highest share, do ye? I bet your backside I do. Wait, what? Why? Remember when we all betted that I'd be the first to replace me hand for a hook and me leg for a peg? That was a lively conversation. Ye all know I'm always the one in the thick of it. I be putting me life on the line for ye miserable scallywags on... title drop. On every plunder. That's because you keep mucking up like turning the cannon the wrong way. Yeah, nobody's perfect, and that don't change a thing. Why would anyone want a hook for a hand anyway? I mean, it's not practical at all. Imagine picking your nose. No. Swabby covers her face. Wait, I'm angry. Don't distract me. Let's have us a vote, shall we? Raise your hand if you think Gunner deserves the largest share of our precious booty. How about... oh god. This is gonna turn into some big friendship lesson of dividing everything equally, won't it? Not a hand be raised. Landlubbers. And who thinks first mate deserves it? I raise my hand. Me hand, whatever that says. Now, really? I quickly bring me hand back down upon realizing me solitude on the matter. I take a casual sip of me root beer. I saw that. We all saw it, Captain. First mate, why do ye deserve more than us? Ah, her eyes. They rain guilt upon me very soul. I just made a mistake. Don't mind me. Weak. First mate, explain yourself at once. It's the last thing I wanted, but... Captain, you do a fine job. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. But, ignore her face, ignore her face. Most of the time I feel like I'm doing a job for you. Captain leans across the table furiously, trying to grab me. In a sense, I meant it in a sense, Captain. You be making no sense at all, you scurviest of scurvy dogs. Actually, as much as it pains me to agree with the toe rag such as her, I agree with the toe rag. Captain had practically crawled onto the table at that point. How short is this kid? That's not that big of a table with the gold and the drinks covering it. Captain had practically crawled onto the table at this point, but Gunner's comments caused her to sit still. Has something flown off into your gob? What are you talking about? I'm the captain, not her. Aye, when it suits you. There be times when first mate had to give orders. Do you agree with this, Swabby? Yeah, but... First mate, I don't think you deserve more than us. I know, but I can't believe she doesn't think so. If Captain believes she deserves more for doing Captain things, then I deserve it too, is what I'm saying. Aye, but she doesn't, does she? No. I hate this character so much. And this is a kinetic novel too, so I don't get any choices or any say in the matter. She's just going to sit there weakly agreeing with everything everyone does. And says, yeah, brain dead git. Well, neither do ye. Sod off. If we could turn the clock back for a second, I'm still not convinced you've been taking me place, first mate. She finally inches her way off the table and onto her stool. She adjusts her hat and then crosses her arms. Since when has that been the case? First mate, you could mention a time. Not ye. First mate, I order ye to tell me how, in your mind, you're on the same level as I. Aye, Captain. Well, the first time it happened... Aha! You took an order. That proves I'm Captain. That's not the point, Captain. Ah, that's not the bloody... Suddenly Gunner grabs the fruit wedge from the rim of Swabby's glass. Point! She throws it at Captain, bouncing off her shoulder. I hear a pathetic thud as the lemon hits the ground. You do that one more time, Gunner. One more bloody time. Avast, please let First Mate tell the story. Aye, Captain, let her tell the story. Quiet ye. First Mate, as Captain, I allow ye to tell the story. Blimey. Well, I'm thinking of the time we pretended to be cultists at that weird meeting. Y'all remember that, right? It be a stubborn memory, says I. Cultists never have normal meetings, do they? You never see them just sitting at a table taking notes, not unless there's deaths and virgins involved. What the hell? What's a virgin? Hang on, I coordinated that. I'm the one who told ye when to sneak off and steal their treasure. I wish we snuck off sooner. I still have nightmares about that goat sacrifice. It's just went in a really dark direction. It smelled horrible. I don't see why they didn't just shoot the... I don't see why they didn't just shoot the damn thing in the head. Why would God want guts spilled everywhere? Captain, I'm not referring to... If God created everything, why did he put guts in a goat if he didn't want them there in the first place? I think Swabby's gonna faint. Captain, I'm not referring to the actual thieving. I'm talking about our escape. What, you mean our very clean and successful escape? Clean and successful, yes. I told ye we were being chased, Captain. I know that, but so what? I told ye to take care of it. That's my duty as Captain, and I abide it. Captain, we needed more than that. You weren't flying the ship, you were reading in your study. Okay, why is this even a debate at this point? I'm getting ahead of myself, I know, because, again, these are probably just a bunch of little girls playing in their backyard. But that's just ridiculous. and to figure out the worth of our loot, or if it was worth anything at all. We didn't want to have warring worlds and took part in gross rituals for nothing, did we? Captain, I begged you to come up and fly the ship. Why didn't ye do it? Me and Swabby aren't strong enough to turn the wheel. Wait, so does that mean... Ah! Wait, missing line. I gotta slow down with the clicking. It's what I said at the time. I twist a finger in the air. Swabby and me couldn't turn the wheel on our own. Shiver me timbers, no wonder the ship was rocking all over the place. Did you have any consideration for the rest of us? Ideally those handling expensive objects? Forgive me, Captain. I'll try not to inconvenience you next time I'm busy not dying. You did the best you could, Gunner. This be the truth. So in the end, I gave up getting your help and I decided to run back to the deck. Swabby was there waiting for me. I panicked and told her Captain wasn't going to help us. The enemy airship was closing in. I kept to the clouds to stay hidden. Zero visibility it was. How you saw as much as a shadow is beyond me. Only when the lightning struck. Oh, convenient. Too convenient. I don't remember lightning. You were inside, you flying look. Anyway, I saw the ship before we took off, and I knew that we'd never be able to outrun it. With Gunner at the wheel, we couldn't rely on her to man the cannon. I thought all hope was lost until Swabby reminded me something. What's that then? She's the first mate. She's second in command. That gave me enough confidence to know I was in charge. But on the other hand, knowing that I was in charge killed all me confidence instantly. We were walking all over the place, hardly keeping our balance. Imagine this scene in your head. Just imagine this scene in your head and go from there. We were walking all over the place, hardly keeping our balance, flying in and out of clouds constantly. They should have all been dead. If me and Swabby clung against the mast, we were drenched cold and scared. But through all of this, Swabby kept looking at me. Waiting on your command. That's a lot of good that'll do. That's what I was afraid you were doing. I were running through my mind what we could possibly do. Well, mostly I was thinking where we can get enough white cloth to make a surrender flag. But then Swabby, as if she read my mind, said something to me. I'll never forget these words. She said that even if I made mistakes, and these mistakes cost us our lives, I could at least die knowing that I tried. Yeah, what a rousing speech to help you gather your courage. You tried. That's literal. That's a literal joke. I tried. Oh well. And she would be happy to die at the command of someone who gave their all in a situation where we had nothing. Oh, that's a fair point. I guess it was hard to hear me with all the wind and Gunner screaming going on. Wait, what did you really say? I said me bed sheet is white. Let's go. Okay, that's kind of funny. Okay, Scallywags, you got that one out of me. That one was funny. No, I'm joking. I laugh. So then what? At that point, I realized there's a time and place for second guessing myself, and right then was not that time. Hard to explain, but I managed to take myself out my head for a moment. I took a look at the bigger picture. After leaving me doubts behind, I was able to follow my instincts. My plan was to stop running. I knew that shit would catch up to us anyway, so we might as well have prepared ourselves. I told Swabby to get over to one of the cannons on the east side. After pointing to her where the east side was, I let go of the mast and made me way to Gunner. It were the most perilous journey I ever made. We were swaying side to side and my balance was all over the place. It'd be a miracle I stayed on me 2 feet. Numerous times my life flashed before my eyes. We get it, I can't fly, whoopee, get on with it. Seriously, get on with it, you're really burning daylight here. I finally meet her and told her to stop, then turned the ship so that our east side was facing the enemy ship. She took a bit of persuading, mind ye. Wait a minute, you told me the same thing Swabby told ye? Aye. Really? Gunner didn't think she could do it without flipping us upside down. She needed some encouragement. Aye, and I did it. You sure did. So then we quickly ran over to the cannon where Swabby was. She looked through her telescope while Gunner loaded the cannon. I let you lasses know how far the ship was and pointed to its whereabouts. I did my best to aim, then I lit the fuse and... Bullseye. The bow of their ship, smashed to bits. Yar! They flew off course and retreated. We cheered, and then you burst into me study, all excited over your victory. I wonder why it was such a big deal to you. You were all about to die. That's the moral of the story. Well, I hope they are all just little kids pretending, because otherwise they're all this is a miserable character, and they're all kind of cowards. Anyway, we're going to pick it up from right here next time. I'm sure we have more backstory to plow through. In the meantime, if you like the video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these Let's Play videos, and as always, vnsnow.com, that's VNSNOW.com for reviews, previews, all that good stuff that we tend to do from time to time. At least it got a laugh out of me. And that's something, right? Till next time.